hello there, and we are live. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to another episode of Arsenal Crash Talk. It's season one, episode 14. Me and my brother Bant, you know, doing it again, yeah. And guys, one of the most interesting things about this particular show is that you get to sit down with an Arsenal fan, look at him eyeball to eyeball and just talk about Arsenal, yeah. And unlike what I have with Oregon Gunner, Oregon Gunner, it takes it from a certain kind of lenses. Band 2 takes it, from a whole different kind of lenses too. So, it's nice to have you on the show, Football Band, man. And to be nice to see your take. I can't wait to hear what Oregon Gunner will have to say on Monday about what happened, at Porto. I'm very, very sure Oregon Gunner will be very, very, angry. Of course, you guys have already seen on Football Band's channel, his rant. I love the rant because he specified the problems that plagued Arsenal in that Porto game. Today we're going to be having a Newcastle preview. We'll be waiting for John Sinclair, who should be coming in 6:15. We should be waiting for Steve Mahala, who should be joining in later on if he has the time. But John Sinclair definitely will be joining us in about maybe 5 minutes time. But Bant, you're welcome to the show. Talk to these people, man.
Yeah, man. Big up Tony, Claude, as always, 100%. Always happy to be on your channel, on your shows. Love your streams. I've still got to catch up with the Sarcasm TV stream as well, so I'm a bit behind. But yeah, man. Big up.
That was a good stream.
That was a good one, yeah.
You didn't get cooked.
I hope you didn't get cooked. I hope you didn't get cooked on that.
No. It was just no one wanted to be on the war part. Everyone was just
what Flawless is like, yeah.
Again, I just want to make it clear. I'm there because of my boy, Sarcasm TV. Yeah, I'm there because of Flawless. Yeah, because me and Flawless, we kind of like have a thing going on. So that's why I'm there. Apart from that, I wouldn't be in that place. But Flawless is a real one. So I'm there kicking it with him. So. That's the reason why I'm on Sarcasm TV, So, but again, it's all good. We had a good show, a great show yesterday. It was just normal, nothing too over the tops. Again, the same issues altogether. Talking about Porto, FC Porto, that was the main thing, that we talked on that show. But again, man, because you were here for the watch along with me, man. Me, you, Wolfie. We're down here together. Shout out to the charts, people who are in the charts. DJ Crane, Po is down here with us. Rosie is also on the charts. Rosie, big up to you. How are you doing? Hopefully we expect other of our members to show up. But Bant, I was here with you, me, you, Wolfie. We're down here together. And I just blacked out. Like it was painful, man, to just see Arsenal. Like, you've defended at least okay. You've played poorly. I get that. You've defended a little bit okay, and then in the 94th minute, you guys go ahead and just leave it all open. Martinelli goes and hits a crossfield pass to the opposition, not even to the throw-in area where Arsenal can come back, regroup, and players to mark their men and something like that. He just threw a crossfield pass down to a Porto player. Like, it makes absolutely no sense. Bant, I had to rewatch that again and again and again. And you know what? Yeah, at first I blamed goalkeeper David Raya. But when I watched that, the replays again and again, what happened to the defensive discipline? What happened to keeping the ball, holding on to the ball? At least have a kick back. Yeah, hold it, possess the ball. You're in the last minute of the game, possess the ball. And then Martinelli goes and throws a stinker of a crossfield pass down to a Porto player. Declan Rice not marking his man. William Saliba static. Gabriel just moping. David Raya out of position. Man, it's painful, man. It hurt me. I'll give you that chance to rant right now, man, on this channel. Shout out to everyone who is in the chart. You know, good energy in the chart, everyone. E. Ross is in the chart. DJ Crane is in the house. Big ups to you. Rose is also in the house too. E. Ross is also in the house. Please, guys, just talk to us, yeah? Tell us what you thought about that matchup yesterday, man. People in the chat, talk to us. Yeah, Bance. And I'll allow you to speak uninterrupted.
Okay, so let's start first with the Porto manager. What he said.
Yeah.
They came to play, we came to win. Feast on that statement for 5 minutes while I do my rant.
Guys in the chat, let that please. Can you run it back? Let it sink in. Run that back.
What's his name? Is it Concesar or whatever his name is? He said we came to play. So they came to play, meaning Arsenal, and we came to win, which is exactly what the game plan was. Now, let's start from the beginning. Now, before I go into my whatever rant, we're still halfway, yeah? So the game's not over yet. So I have to put that positive spin on. Although it's very fine, it's a very fine balance now because they come to our ground and they score an early goal, then forget it. But I'm going to mention some teams. Sporting Lisbon, Seville, and Olympiacos. All of those teams are teams we couldn't get past in Europe. We're already showing now with this Porto game vulnerability, lack of maturity to see out a whole game. We only had 4 minutes to last the whole game. And you just mentioned a few ill-disciplined moments from the team. But for me, the team didn't have anything. Arteta needs to take some responsibility as well, because you can't play the same way in the Premier League and go to Europe and expect to play comfortably.
You need to take all the responsibility.
I'm
sorry, Abs.
What's control football everywhere?
It has to be on the manager. He
messed up. Of course. Yeah,
he messed 100%. Up the tactics. He couldn't adapt, to what the Porto coach put forward. He couldn't adapt. Let's call a spade a spade. Yeah, we can blame the players.
Like this. He sat there all day. He sat there all game. He sat there all game like that, not knowing what to do. Now, they call this manager elite. Yeah? No. This man can't even tie some of these managers' shoelaces. But, we're going to Porto. And listen, I'm not, no disrespect to Porto, yeah? This is no disrespect to Porto, but a team of our ability should be going to Porto and getting a 1-0, or not even losing that game. Yeah. And that's no disrespect for Porto. I know Porto, they're in the Champions League week in, week out. Year in, year out. However, yeah, we shouldn't be going to Porto and losing that match. If anything, we should be coming away with a 0-0 draw. And it's the players like you want to talk about certain player with S, certain player with M, certain player with T, not turning up in the big games. In the big games, they're not turning up. These are big games in Europe, yeah. And you need to be able to. It's almost like last season when we was in the Premier League running, yeah, and players started to get giddy and they started to get nervous. You're almost thinking, well, because we're going back into the Champions League now, yeah? Is it, oh, we're going to start bottling it now because we've come up against someone who has a team that has previous Champions League pedigree? Yes, they've won the Champions League, but how long ago was that? 2000 or whatever. But Porto, sorry, yeah, we should be beating Porto. I don't care what anyone says. Big up, John, in the building.
We got to
see you guys, guys in the chat. See, just now, me and Bant were talking about FC Porto. We'll cut that short a little bit, but of course, this guest will talk to us about Porto. Also, he's a Newcastle fan. He's going to talk to us about what he thought about that Porto match slightly before we go into that Newcastle review. See you guys, welcome this guy. I've always wanted this guy to be on my show, but for some reason, I don't know, it just disappeared. But I said, you know what? I'm going to stop the rot and bring the brother to the show today. See you guys. I wasn't even really sure if he was going to make it, but you know what? He gave me the assurance. He said, Tony, I got your back. I'm going to pop into the show. See you guys. Welcome to the show. Our friend. He's been part of our community also. He's also part of our community right now. A great brother. This guy, he travels all the way. Personal money. Travels all the way. Follows Newcastle all the way. See, I've never seen a Newcastle fan this dedicated to what he do. No other person, Newcastle fan, Newcastle podcaster himself, John Sinclair himself in the flesh, in TonyclaudeGunnerTV, chopping it up with me and Bants today. John Sinclair, welcome to the show, my brother, man. He gets a po. He's not an Arsenal fan, but I like this brother, so he gets a po.
Respect, Yay! I'm doing well. I mean, I just wish I was staying a bit longer, my guy, but I only got 20-25 minutes. But I'm here, finally, and big up to Tony, big up to Bants as well. Big up to big up to Jez as well. Jez in the building, my guy, and everyone else in the chat as well. And thanks to
big up to guys, Arsenal history and more. Father figure to me. I love that guy. Arsenal history and more. Shout out to you, Jez.
Uncle Jez. He's my uncle, mate. He's my uncle.
My guy.
Yeah.
And he's a
father figure to me. Yeah. John, you're welcome, man. See, John, without much ado, I know you have a short time to spend with us down here. See, we'll be talking about Arsenal versus Newcastle. It's going to be hotly contested. I know. Let's put that aside. Arsenal was in the Champions League, Mind you, before that Champions League game, Arsenal have gone 5 games, smashing teams. Beat Liverpool, beat Burnley on the road. Also on the road, smashed West Ham, In fact, in 2 games, we had 11 goals. In fact, if you want to throw it back, in 5 games, we scored 21 goals. That's how mad Arsenal were running in the Premiership. Only to go to Porto on Wednesday and absolutely put up a stinker. At the Estadio do Dragão Stadium, in Portugal. It was shocking, absolutely abysmal. I know you have a few things to talk about that matchup because definitely we don't know if Arsenal's mentality will be much strong enough to actually carry us over the line as we meet you up tomorrow. Can you just, take us through that matchup and just tell us what you thought about that match, or what you felt? And do you think it will be affecting Arsenal's mentality, mostly coming to this kind of game that we already have a history of stifling in the middle of the park, making it the cagey one, making it a scrappy kind of game? That's what Newcastle like to do. So do you think Newcastle will take a leave out of what FC Porto dealt to us on Wednesday and try to, incorporate that into your game come tomorrow against Arsenal at the Emirates?
Yeah, I mean, first off, thanks ever so much, Tony and Bant. So I really appreciate that, and the chat as well. Fantastic. For me, I mean, I thought you were poor on Wednesday. I can't lie. I mean, 0 shots on target. against a very organised Porto side. I mean, they've got what people have to understand is I've seen top Gunners come out and say that Porto ain't no different than Burnley, right? I can't believe I heard that, right? Porto, right, are a good side, yeah. People's got to understand that, yeah. I mean, they make it hard for you. They've got the dark arts. They got every trick in the book. They play Champions League football for years and years and years, and people have to realise that as well. Arsenal, right? Thought they're going to win this game, right? I fully expect Arsenal to win this game like 2-0 because the way Arsenal playing at the minute. I'm not going to lie, but for me, I think when you've got 0 shots on target, Tony, for a team like Arsenal, right? That ain't good. That ain't good at all. I can't believe what I see the highlights. I can't believe it, man, because I hope it's the same tomorrow, to be fair. I'm not going to lie. But is Newcastle going to go there tomorrow and beat Arsenal? I ain't so sure. I'm not so sure. I'll be happy for a point. But if we play a game, we're going to be fine. But we could see the 20 goals in 7 games. And I think it's going to be a goal feast tomorrow. A goal feast tomorrow for you guys. And we got to defend well. But if Dan Burn gets picked tomorrow, Xhaka's going to roast him. He's going to absolutely roast him and toast him, by the way. I can't lie. But for Arsenal, I mean, consider that goal later on. I think that's really poor. Yes, it's a cracking goal. It's a fantastic finish. But why didn't Declan Rice get close to him? All that space he had to take that shot. Where is your marking? Declan Rice the nearest. That should have been stopped. Or I think Martinelli had the ball. He should have cleared it out, and he didn't.
Martinelli had that. That's why I was just telling
all the time in the world you had.
Hold the goddamn ball. Hold it. Hold it. Where is the defensive discipline? What has the manager told these guys? And again, see, even the manager, yeah, in the pre-game rituals, yeah, he talked about Arsenal not having experience, yeah, at this level in the European front, yeah. To be very sincere with you, John Sinclair, Kai Havertz was the most experienced player. Let that sink in. He was the most experienced player on the European front because he's the only one to have actually gone to, an European Champions League final. He's been to the quarterfinals. He's been to the semifinals. He's won it as a finalist. He scored a winning goal. And of course, in Porto, actually, coincidentally. No other Arsenal player have the experience of Kai Havertz in the final of the Champions League. And it was just there. It was laid bare for all to see. This manager hasn't thought of recruiting experienced members into this football squad. He chose to go, with a youthful squad. You chose to bring in the certain kind of people down here. They don't have no experience. It's on you. To what extent would you blame Mikel Arteta for what happened in Porto? Or do you just think we should extricate him from the whole thing and blame the players?
Oh, for me, Mikel Arteta chose the team, no doubt about it. He's the one who chose the team. It goes down to the players. You know what I mean? If you want experience, you should have picked experienced players for a game like that. Yeah, yes, I know he's got faith in the young players like Martinelli, Odegaard. I mean, for me, it's been hot and cold Odegaard a minute this season. I can't even lie. Saliba, I mean, you should have. I love Saliba, yeah, from Newcastle perspective, yeah. But I tell you something, right? I will say, first half, he was awesome. What was he doing when Porto hit the post? And what was he doing? He stood like a statue. They could have scored from that. You know what I mean? You got to be aware of that. That's unlike Saliba there. Off of Gabriel, got back to the old Gabriel, the way he played. Yeah, you mentioned 29, right? For me, I would not have signed him in the first place. 65 million quid on 29. You know what it is? I think the guy's misunderstood. And I've always said that. He's misunderstood. That 65 million quid should have gone on a centre forward, and Ivan Toney. You should have got him. And I think the title would have been yours if you got Ivan Toney. What was Arteta thinking of? Spending 65 million quid. Come on. I mean, he didn't need midfielders, yeah? Jesus. I mean, he works hard for your team. He's buzzing, but he doesn't score you enough goals, and that is your problem. Yeah, Trossard, he's a good player when he's on it. Yeah, he's a good player. He's a baller, very good player. Yeah, he's got to do it every week for me. So I say for me, I mean, how do I pull it, man? I just think it's Arteta's arrogance yet again, picking that team, think he's going to do it, and I just think. Let's put it this way. He's got to win you a title this season. He must win you a title and get you guys over the line. Because if he doesn't, there's got to be questions. You bottled it last season. You bottled the league. I think anyone will say, you bottled the league. And it's down to one man. You know what I mean? But on to the game. Yeah. On tomorrow, right? I mean, let's be real. I mean, it'd be interesting to see you pick. I think Arteta's really going to go for it. But are we going to play open attack of football against you guys? I don't think he will. I really don't. We'd probably play a low block because Eddie knows that we're going to have to defend for our lives. Yes, Arsenal's going to have more of the ball, more possession. We know that. But it's up to us to break them down and just find a way of having a go at these, find a way. We've got good players there. I mean, Joe Lynch is going to be a big miss tomorrow. He's out for the season.
Oh, it's going to be a big miss. Yeah, it's going to be an absolutely big miss.
Oh,
you know, his energy, you know, he's going to be missed tomorrow. And I'm very, very happy he's going to be missing that game. But you know what? Yeah, before we come down to you again, before we go, you know, all out war into this Newcastle game, Bant, man, you've just heard what our brother John Sinclair have just said, man. Do you key into the same thing? You know, do you key into the same ideas and what he has just singled out? He's called Mikel Arteta as the main culprit. Do you think Mikel Arteta is the main culprit for what happened on the day? And you know, just tell us what you felt about what John just said.
Yeah, big up Drew Gunner in the building. Big up Wolfie.
That's the graphic guy in the house.
He's the real one. He's another real one.
Real one in there. And big up Wolfie as well. Wolfie gets 100.
Arsenal History and More is down here. Subscribe to Arsenal History and More. Our brother Ross. Ross is in the house. Rosie Jamillo is in the house. Big up Jamillo. Jamillo gets up.
Yeah, big up Jamillo as well. In place as well.
Real ones in the house. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Also, big up Wolfie as well. I got to always single him out.
Oh, Wolfie's in the house. Big up to Wolfie. That's
my boy.
Yeah, man.
It's my brother, man. Anyway, so one substitute, Sweet Heaven on the bench. Go to Porto to control. No one wants to run into the box. Trossard just wants to play like Jesus. Saka. This was Saka. You know, the Saka that we've seen throughout the season. Not the uncomfortable Saka. Martinelli was smelly. Declan was, you know, that rice, that stale rice that it's not stale. It's not stale, but it's not stale, but you use it.
John Sinclair is having a laugh, man. John Sinclair can't believe what he walked into.
Now let me finish. Listen. I'm called Football Banks for a reason, mate. I'm called Football Banks for a reason.
Declan English.
Listen, you know that rice, yeah? You know that rice that stays in the fridge, you know, for a few days, and like you think, oh, I'm gonna make some egg fried rice or just something with it all, you know, because it's just that's all you can do with it. You know what? He wasn't great. Raya, this guy, man, I'm telling you, yeah, because our defense don't get pressure, yeah, he's not a good goalkeeper, man. I don't think he's a good goalkeeper at all. The guy listen. The amount of time that guy took to take that shot, and I said it in my stream, yeah, I could have watched Tony's stream. I could have watched a Wolf stream, Blue Brothers. I could have watched the Big Six. That's 2 hours long before that guy took that shot. Raya had vision, saw it, but no. He wants to stand like 5-6 yards in front of his goal. And then when he goes to save it, He goes like that.
If we do that against Newcastle, they're gonna punish us, man. If we do this against Newcastle, they're gonna punish us, man. If we do this against them, because they have fast-paced wingers that will come at us and you know,
let me tell you something. Let me finish. Let me finish. I'll be quick now. So the thing with this Arsenal team, is uncertainty. The word's uncertainty, because Arsenal can lose a game, and they can go on a 2-3 game, losing streak. So they can win 5 games convincingly, but all it takes is to lose 1 game, and then everyone's questioning their ability. Everyone's questioning everything. We're questioning them. Do I think we're gonna go and steamroll Newcastle on Saturday now? No, I've got doubts now, because Newcastle can roughhouse it if they want, shithouse it up, do shithousery, like they did last season. What was it, when it was 1-1 back at the Emirates? When they just nil-nil. No, sorry, 0-0. Sorry, my apology. So it could be one of those games, man. So I don't know what it's gonna be like. And this is the Arsenal team that I've come to know over the last few seasons. They're just inconsistent, Big up the chat.
Yes, Rosie. Miss Mama Flossie's in here, so of course, you can help with that. Please help with John Sinclair's link, because of course, Mama Flossie is the head of my moderation down here. But if she's not around, then Rosie can help too. Rosie, please post up John Sinclair's link down there. See, John, I'll bring you in here. Arsenal versus Newcastle, home game to the Arsenal. I don't see why people are complaining about Newcastle not really, not really being given that a chance in this game. People think that Arsenal will just win this game. I think opposite. I think Newcastle have an equal shot in this game. And you know what? Yeah, you were saying that, Arsenal might pump a few goals, into that Newcastle net. But, man, you played against Bournemouth. Bournemouth is a difficult team to play in recent weeks. Yeah, and you drew against them. You played against Nottingham Forest away from home. There was a time where you guys, in the course of this season, you guys went 11 games without a win in 11 games. So what are we talking here? Against Nottingham Forest at the City Stadium, you beat Nottingham Forest 3-2. That was away from home on the road. You played against Luton. That was a draw. We all know that Luton comes with a bit of a punch, right? Good. Throw that away. You went to Aston Villa, at Villa Park, away from home on the road. You beat Villa by 3-1. That's an incredible fit. I don't care how you want to say it. You played against Fulham at Craven Cottage. You beat them 2-0. See, it's not like Newcastle is bad away from home in some couple of games you've played. You've played at least up to 7 games, and in 7 games you've got in 4 wins. Part of those wins were away from home, and you've only just lost 1 in about 7 games. Tell me how that's a bad record coming into this Arsenal game.
It's not a bad record, really, But in some of the games, I wouldn't say being lucky. Against Villa, I thought you played really well. 3 goals up at a time, you played really well. Villa got a goal back. They could have scored again, right? Which is just offside. I watched it again as borderline. That would have been absolutely Harry's moments for us as well. For us game, Bruno gave us a difference in the team. 2 cracking goals, by the way. And no reason we could see those 2 goals, because Dan Burn got done by Langer for pace, which is equaliser. And then Adora's shot came off Miley and into the back of the net, which you can't do anything about it. So for me, I went to the Fulham match and I thought we were excellent against Fulham. Fulham were poor, but Newcastle did what he had to do. And the Sunderland game, that is easy peasy, by the way. Let's be real. I thought we dominated that game against Sunderland. Sunderland were poor, I'm not going to lie. And Luton game at home, we should have lost that game 4-2 down. We should have lost that game. We were awful that day, I can't lie. And then against Bournemouth should have been out of sight first half. Solanke missed chance, Clive missed a chance as well. But You know what it is, right? I mean, we do find a way of getting something. We found a way. We've got the players coming back in, which is great. I mean, we've got Isak and Willock to come back. There's rumours that they could be in the team, could be in the squad, which I think is
Wait,
good.
is Isak coming back for this game?
I think he's coming back. Whether he'll start the game, I've got no idea. Eddie Howe doesn't say a lot. He keeps his card close to his chest. So hopefully, if he's matched, if he's fit and he's ready to go, Isak has to start. But I'm getting a lot of people saying, don't play him for this game. Play for the Blackburn game on Tuesday night in the FA Cup. For me, right, you've got to play Isak in this game. You have to, because he needs game time. After that, he's out injured. But Isak is going to make a difference for our team.
So you're willing to risk? Wait. Are you willing to risk Isak for this game? Risk another injury for this game? Does this game really mean that much to Newcastle to risk Isak in this game?
I take it back. I'll play him as a sub and see how it goes. I still play Andy Gordon up front because I think he did well last week. He did well last week. I thought, I like this movement. Yes, he scored a penalty and he can play wide as well. Everyone's documented. But for Isak, for me, I would say that I would definitely have him as a subs bench. See how he is. See him playing for the Blackburn game, and then because we'll go for the FA Cup. But for me, we've got to take it one game at a time. We've got to concentrate on the game in hand. We must concentrate on the game in hand, and that's on Saturday. Go there, give it a right go, and we'll just go for it. But I want to see one change. Dan Burn will be dropped, and Liverpool has to come in.
Yeah, definitely. Bant, of course, you've heard John Sinclair right now, man. What are you looking up to in that Newcastle match, man? With the form they're in right now, do you think it's something we should be wary about? Just before we go into the specifics on this Newcastle game, how they would set up and everything, John will answer that for us. But again, with the form of Newcastle, I've just given you some teams that they've beaten already. These are legit teams, man. Beating Aston Villa away from home. It's no guys, it's not easy to go down to Villa Park. We all know that we've seen it this season. It's a huckling task to go to Villa Park and go and beat Villa, push them out of the park. And of course they drew with Bournemouth. They've beaten Nottingham Forest in the City Ground. These are not easy games, and these are away games. So, Bant, how are we sure that they won't come to, if they could do that at Villa Park, what's the assurances that these guys will come to the Emirates, and compound our problems, seeing what Potter has done to us, and compound our problems tomorrow? What's the assurances?
For me, I'm still angry over that game at St James's Park, where they got that win. Don't want to go into the specifics of whatever happened, but I'm still angry about that game. So if the players,
John just said he wants to leave. Bant, I'm sorry. John just said he wants to leave. John, please. Just tell us how that game would go before you go. Tell us about the specifics, what we should be expecting in the game just before you go.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to stay on for another hour with you guys, you know what I mean? But, I've got to bounce on that one. But, and there's no short notice as well. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to be rude to you. I'm going to come on for 20, just get my face on there. And first of all, thank you for having us on. Thank you for the chat having us on as well. I love you guys. You're proper gooners. You're proper ledge. And my channel is John Sinclair TV. And I do previews, reviews, match day vlogs. I do breaking news. I do a couple other stuff as well, collab show as well, and the Real Talk podcast show on a Monday. And you know what? I mean, please hit that like, subscribe button, please, on my channel. The numbers are going up, and you know what? I could stay for another hour. I really could. And oh God, but I got another show.
Big up, John, man.
Sure, man.
We do this again, though.
What's your prediction for the matchup? What's your prediction for the matchup?
The prediction for me, my heart is going to be a draw, but I think, if I'm honest with you guys, I think you're going to win 2-1.
2-1. Okay.
2-1
John, thanks, man. You better run along for that show you have right now, man. Thanks for taking the time to, join me on this one, man.
Thank you very much indeed. And guys in the chat, I love you all. Hit the like, subscribe button, and you're going to see a lot more of me on my guys' channel.
Big up.
Definitely.
Big up,
I'll be bringing you back so we can have, post-game show or something like that.
Yeah, we should have a post-game, yeah?
Yes, man.
Post-game.
Oh, yeah. Cannot wait.
All right.
Big up, John Sinclair. Big up.
Big up. Take care, guys. Love.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
right. Now I can select. Hold on. I can select I can select Newcastle now. Listen. Forget about John, yeah? Listen, you see what happened to us last game, yeah? If these players have got no pain and no anger in them tomorrow, yeah?
Oh.
I'm going to go mental, yeah?
I'm going to go berserk.
We can't go into that with that same soft attitude, we lost at Porto. We need to go in. I want to give them a 5-0 tomorrow, if we can.
Like wounded animals.
5-0 tomorrow. Big up Early Doors in the chat, man. Big up your chest.
Shout out to Early Doors. Early Doors, I owe you a show. Big up to Early Doors. I owe you a show. Bantia. We just spoke to John Sinclair, a very seasoned Newcastle fan. Yeah, by the way, do you really think that he was? You saw what he said. Arsenal like the win 2-1. He seems a little bit. He's dragging his feet, but deep inside, I know he'll be thinking, "There's a shout in this." Seeing Arsenal just mess up against Porto, I really do think that he will be like, we can have a go. What do you think?
Listen,
I feel like Newcastle will want to have a go.
Is that me or is that you? Is that you?
No, it's me. It's me.
Oh, sorry. You know these Newcastle fans, yeah?
Yeah.
They love to beat us. Do you know that? We're like, to them, we're like a big scalp for the season.
Yeah.
Have you seen when they beat us? Yeah, it's just like they've won the league or they've won a cup or something. So we have to make sure we put them in their place. To be honest, yeah, they need putting down. The Newcastle fans with all that chat. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, we need to make sure that we slap them up, because I'm not forgiving that game at St James's Park. Sorry if we got Newcastle fans in the chat and whatever in our group or whatever, but I don't care. Yeah. You're my enemy. We are enemies tomorrow. Yeah, I know. Big up Mama Flossie, but sorry, we're enemies tomorrow. Yeah, we have to make sure
we're enemies tomorrow.
If we want to win, if we want to be in a chance of winning this league, yeah, we have to be beating teams like Newcastle. Newcastle can't come to our ground and own it. We have to slap them up tomorrow. Yeah, convincingly.
But Bant, it goes. See, yeah, it's not just in the talking. Yeah, it's not just talking. About it that we're gonna. We should do something.
No, we need to slap them up.
Have Mikel Arteta learned from the last time Newcastle came down to the Emirates? Has he learned?
Can you imagine?
Does he have a backup plan? Does he have a plan B for this?
I can imagine Arteta overthinking now. Overthinking. Oh, should I bring Jesus back now? Should I put Nketiah? Should I make Nketiah start? I can see Arteta doing some craziness, on tomorrow. I can see him just doing something really like, oh no, why have you done that tomorrow? Because this is what he gets.
I don't know what approach we're gonna take, but okay, good. Are we to start with? Do you think starting with Kai Havertz is the best, or do you think starting with Jorginho is the best for this one? Because this Newcastle matchup, it's gonna be a battle in the midfield. It's gonna be a big battle. Gomares will come with the dark art, will come with the tricks. Eddie Howe will come with that tactics of coming to kind of like frustrate Arsenal truncate our movement, and which is just exactly the same thing that FC Porto did. It's exactly the same thing that Newcastle, would want to do to us. Do you think we have the cojones? Do we have what it takes in the middle of the park to actually choke that midfield and create something out of it? What are the changes you think we can make, at least from the one against Porto, that can hand us the advantage over Newcastle coming up tomorrow? Nothing.
I can only go on our Premier League form, prior to the Porto game. If we're still cooking like the game we had against Burnley and Crystal Palace and West Ham and Liverpool, if we go into this game with that form, then it's a full conclusion for us, isn't it? If we go into that game, with the tails between our legs, feeling sorry for ourselves because we lost in Europe, and Arteta's just like, I don't know, I'm gonna bring this, start chopping and changing loads of players in the team, then there's gonna be doubt. I think Jorginho has to start, in place of Havertz tomorrow. Because Jorginho, for me, Jorginho, he knows about the dark arts as well. And against a team like Newcastle, can you remember Kai Havertz nearly got sent off in the game at St James's Park? Remember he done that rash
Park. In the reverse fixture.
So
exactly,
I think
because it turned into a physical game.
Yeah, I think he can get. I think the Newcastle players can wind up Havertz. Have
want to rile him up.
So
exactly.
I would start with probably Jorginho because it's going to be a physical game. Newcastle are going to be doing the dark arts against us. So we need to, and they're a big team. They're a big side as well. So we need to we really need to rein it in, and we need to be prepared for a physical game tomorrow. Because if we want to just do the tippy tappy rubbish, then we're in for a long night tomorrow, and we need points.
A long night.
We're in for a long
look
night.
At this statement. Look at the statement from E. Ross. He says something very, very and T Bant, many of all these Arsenal channels, maybe apart from Jezza, won't touch this important issues. Many of them will just run away from it. Look, has a bench that he doesn't use, doesn't trust his players. I was waiting for a change in that game against FC Porto. And I've watched many Arsenal fan channels. None of them will talk about these things. Only Jez that I've seen, that would dare touch this type of issues. At least recently. We have a bench. This guy doesn't trust the bench. He can make. Okay, what was the reasoning for taking Fabio Vieira to that FC Porto game? He's got him on the bench. He doesn't trust him. He doesn't want to use him. He made only one change in about 70, 80 minutes. How can we have this bench here and we can't taste from it? We can't use the bench to help us get over the line. Newcastle is coming home. They're coming to the Emirates. Definitely, we might be having Jorginho on the bench. We'll be having Fabio Vieira, who is okay now. We'll be having someone like Emile Smith-Rowe, who is fit and ready to play. Bantia, do you think these guys should have a say in how this game should go? Because we know that Newcastle is coming to stifle our midfield, bamboozle us and bully us, bring in the dark arts. We do need players that are technical in nature, that can at least take one or two players, drag them, open up space, and allow Arsenal's attacking resources to have a fair shot, on goal or something like that, because they might actually pack the bus or keep a mid-block and try to catch Arsenal on the counter-attack. That's what I see them doing, basically, and they might try to truncate Arsenal's free-flowing football. So that's what they're going to do. We might need, players that are a little bit more fluid. Smith-Rowe is a little bit more fluid in his play. We might also need someone like Fabio Vieira. What's the need of having him in the bench when we can't use him?
Well, you've missed a very important player that has all of that. That's Zinchenko, the inverter.
Okay.
You know, if we want to dominate that midfield, we're going to need someone like Zinchenko coming into this game. You know,
I don't think he's coming back right now.
Is he
injured.
still? He's still injured.
Still injured. He's still injured.
See, that's a problem for me. That's a problem for me because the game that what's his name had? What's his name? I keep forgetting his name. At the back, left back, who played left back? What's his name? What's the guy's name? Defender.
Who?
For us.
Which Kivio?
Defender, left back. Kivio, that's it. Kiwi. I'll just say Kiwi for now. Remember his name.
Kivio.
Yeah,
Kivio.
yeah. He got exposed on again that Porto game, man, and he kind of reminded me. He kind of reminded me of that early Kivio when he came into the team. You know, when he started.
I said this when we were on the show with Jess. You remember I said
yeah.
We're gassing up this guy so quickly, too quick. Let's take it easy. You know, let's allow him play some few games. You know, let him get up there. Let him play against City. Let him play against maybe a Newcastle. Let's see some hard games in the Champions League.
Okay.
His audition, in the Champions League, I swear it wasn't it wasn't the biggest rot on the pitch, but you could see, he's not a left back.
He wasn't.
He's not a.
He was getting cooked, you know. He was getting cooked.
He's not a left back. I don't know, man. I don't know. But if you keep saying it, this Arsenal fans will, they'll want to drag you and they want to, put dust on your face. But he's not a left back, to be very sincere. The Porto player that was playing on that left wing was actually having joys around with Kivio. He had joys, man. I can't remember how many crosses that guy, put up. That's Concentral. One guy they call Concentral, who was in FC Porto. He was just going through that left-hand side, concocting. Maybe it wasn't a totally bad performance, but again, you could just see naturally, he's not a left back. Bent.
Yeah, for me, man, who have Newcastle got on the right that can cause us issues? It's
they have going forward. I was thinking that they were gonna have this guy, Joe Linton, but it seems that it's not gonna be there. So
he's in now. He's out for the rest of the season.
He's out. It might be Burns that might be popping in through that right hand side, and Miguel Almiron on the left hand side.
Oh, Almiron.
Yeah. So again, Almiron hasn't been on form in for some time now. Hasn't been on form. Yes, trying to string form together with the recent wins on the road against Nottingham Forest, against Villa, against Bournemouth. That draw, it's trying to string games together, but he hasn't been scoring goals. He hasn't been so effective. But Arsenal with a gift, with the gifts that
we like to give. Yeah, we like to
just get to that matchup and just gift Almiron, an easy passage back to form.
Yeah, man. Do you know what? In this game, confidence means a lot. I don't know how the players will be feeling. I know it's one game, but the thing is, we're not out of the Champions League yet. So these guys I'm hoping like they can go in tomorrow's game thinking, do you know what? Let's separate from the Champions League game. This is a league game. We've had good form. Let's focus on 3 points. Take your mind away from the Porto game now. Yeah, that we play that again next week. We have to go for 3 points. Yeah. Big up Marley as well in the building. Yeah, we have to be concentrate on getting those 3 points. I think Newcastle. When I think of Newcastle's killers, you've got Bruno, you've got Gordon. I think Gordon's a threat going forward, and we have to talk about the form of Saliba recently. What do you think about Saliba's form recently? because I think his form's gone down a bit. I think he's really like.
Bant, I said this on Sarkazin TV when I went there yesterday, talking to Flawless. See, yeah, Saliba's form of late has been, a little bit, on the dwindling side. Yeah, don't throw to the gutters what he did, at Nottingham Forest. Remember, he gifted a goal to Nottingham Forest. Yeah. Remember in that game against Liverpool, you saw what happened. And I saw a little bit of that attitude in that game against Potter. There was sometimes it was just static. But again, it's not coming from him per se as a player. It's coming per se from the lenses of, I feel he's tired. I can see fatigue.
Yeah.
Setting. Saliba has played almost all games for Arsenal this season. Which game has he missed? Saliba hasn't missed a game for Arsenal this season. Maybe only one. Maybe only one game. I'm not even sure of that one game. Saliba has played every game for Arsenal. Like, where is the switch up? Where is the? Sometimes he deserves.
Good point. Cooking, man. You are cooking some yam and
some yam and plantain, my brother, man.
I'm telling you, man.
Big up to Amy.
That's a good point you made, That's a good point you made.
Big up to Johan Smith, my friend from
Facebook.
Johan, what do you think about Arsenal versus Newcastle tomorrow? See, yeah, this Newcastle guys, yeah, the Jerseys, they're coming down to the Emirates. What do you think? Guys, yeah, put up your predictions for that game tomorrow and let's know.
Predictions, please. Predictions.
Into the game. Yeah.
Predictions. No, yeah. Make sure you put your predictions in the chat and make sure you're smashing the like, and you're subscribing if you're new. Saliba's a problem, man. And if we haven't got a replacement or we haven't got someone to come in, then these mistakes might continue. And they could be exposed tomorrow in a game that he's he's been very good for us, but we have to look at these holes, these issues,
Yeah.
And what about Saka?
Yeah.
On Saka's supposed to be our star boy. What happened to him? And I'm not gonna go crazy about him, but what happened to our star boy against Porto?
See, guys in the chat, follow me with this train of thought. Just follow me with this train of thought. A Man United legend, was in some cheap airplane. I don't know what cheap airplane he was in. Because those guys, they pissed me off. So probably he was in one of these cheap air rides, and he was having a chart with one or two of these cabin crew or whatever. I was talking to them, and he made mention of something. He said, Bukayo Saka and world class. See, it's what we've been talking. See, Jez have spoken about it. I know I've spoken about it. I don't know of any other person. Jez have spoken about it. Bant, you've talked about that. I've spoken about it. At least me, you, and Jez have talked about it. And we've said, hey, this guy is in world class. We've said it. But again, see, a Man United legend came out and said, and he was talking on air in whatever cheap airplane he was in, and he was saying Bukayo Saka isn't world class yet. Yeah, I get you. That was before the Porto game. He was a commentator for some, I don't know, wherever he works, whatever network he works in, and he was in the Porto Stadium. Can you believe it? He's saying that you're not world class. Bukayo Saka coming out to play against Porto, and then he put up that stinker, and then you just like every Arsenal fan will, at that point, if you've heard that argument from whoever said that, whatever is his name, I don't want to mention his name. It's a Man United legend down here, but that's his own cup of tea. But and he said what he said, that should be enough fire for Bukayo Saka to go in there and show what it means to be a world-class player. He has, see, to be very sincere, he proved that legend, Man United legend, he proved him right. You're not yet a world-class player. As a world-class player, these are the games that you should be, you should be cranking. Yeah. You should be scoring goals. You should be creating, even if you can't score goals, create chances. Beat your man.
Yeah.
Beat your man. Create.
He couldn't even beat he couldn't even beat the first man with the corners. Yes, in that game.
Evolve. It's not all about cutting in from the right hand to the left hand. No, sometimes you have to evolve. Like, sincerely, I don't understand. He put up a stinker, yeah. It was shocking, man. It was shocking me. It was shocking me. I don't know. And in this game against Newcastle, we want to see the real Bukayo Saka stand up. So
we have to.
Bukayo Saka, will the real Bukayo Saka please stand up in this matchup against Newcastle? Will the real Bukayo Saka please stand up? What do you think about Bukayo Saka? Do you think Burns will make it a very, very hard one on him tomorrow? Because he's going to come face to face with Burns tomorrow. What do you think, man? And mind you, Kieran Trippier would be, having that face to face once again with his arch enemy, Gabriel Martinelli. So, what do you think?
Yeah, that's a good matchup. I think
17 people are here live with us. Please smash the like button. Football Band's channel is down here. Smash the like button on this channel.
I've never seen Pinto before.
The show 9 p.m. today. You have to chill, and go watch that show on Band's channel. But before then, he will shout out his channel anyway. So yeah, Bant, you were saying something.
Yeah, big up Pinto Horo. I've never seen you in here before, but big up yourself as well. And big up Thomasin Osabaya
Thomasin
in the building.
Yeah,
Sabia in the building. I see a mismatch, I really think if Saka is on his game tomorrow, I think Burns gonna be, I think he get cooked, because he's not quick enough. And what Burn might have to do is have someone double up on Saka, because that's what they did last time in the 0-0 game. They doubled up on Saka, and Saka could go nowhere. So I wonder if Eddie's gonna, if Eddie's gonna use that. Say, if you want, you rough him up a little bit. Take him down a few times. They rough him up. Once they rough him up a bit, that's it. He's out of the game. Yeah. Different problem with Trippier and Martinelli though, because if Martinelli's on this game, I believe they cook Trippier all day long. However, we have to be careful what we say, because these guys are sensitive, man. These guys are sensitive. We're talking about Arsenal here, our team, players that, haven't got that mental fragility at times, What are we like? How are we going to respond after this loss in Europe? Yes, we went to Dubai and we chilled out. We went to Dubai, we chilled out, we refreshed ourselves.
But there's no Dubai again. There's no Dubai
again. There's no Dubai.
Exactly. And you're not Arsenal. When we lose one, there's that propensity and capacity that we might go in. There's another one.
This is Arsenal, man. You when I saw you on, I saw you the other day. I saw you on Portsmouth game, and I haven't seen you look down like that in a long, long time. It's like you couldn't say anything. It's like you froze and I froze,
man. It was because see, Bantia, how do you explain a team, in the past 2 matches, scored 11 goals, like I don't understand. Like I don't understand it. And then you go to Porto and put up that stinker. Not even a shot on goal. So it like
it was embarrassing, man.
I was stung, man. It was like it's just like I was stung by a bee, something like that, man. It was shocking. It was absolutely shocking. So we have to, but again, we have to bounce back. Come back into this game against Newcastle, and I want to see the anger. I want to see a response. In fact, this game, you know what? Yeah, I'll even step it up a notch. This game will be one of Arsenal's biggest tests in the league this season.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Because we're just coming out from a loss against Porto, yeah, of which we've been doing quite well in the league, yeah. I want to see to what extent this loss against Porto would do to us mentally. I just want to see that mental response from these guys. What are they going to do? How is Mikel Arteta going to arrange his players? What are the tactics he's going into this match with? Has he learned from what happened in the last game against Newcastle? Newcastle and FC Porto play the same kind of stifling out kind of play, mid-block, strong in the midfield, two defensive midfielders. I'm not saying Newcastle play with with a pivot or with two defensive midfielders, but they do have a very, very scrappy guy in the middle of the park called Bruno Guimaraes, and he's coming in with the fight. He's going to battle. He's going to bring the dark arts in. You know that. He's going to, step on one or two toes in that Arsenal midfield. He's going to try to bully one or two players in that Arsenal midfield. And of course, obviously, by now we all know that Martin Odegaard doesn't. Guys, Martin Odegaard doesn't put up a performance whenever he sees the big bullies in the middle of the park. You see, guys, it's all there. You saw what happened against Porto, yeah? Varela, Nico, cutting our supply off. And see, guys, once you truncate Martin Odegaard's space, once you cut that oxygen pump, that oxygen pipe from Martin Odegaard, our team is dead food. We don't seem to engineer anything creatively if Martin Odegaard has been stifled out of the midfield. Bant. How important is this to this Newcastle matchup? Because we've seen that stinker, yeah? Martin Odegaard completely nowhere to be found, like absent, completely nowhere to be found. We can't afford that in this Newcastle match. If Arsenal is to win this matchup, we need to have an informed, back to form Martin Odegaard. How about that?
This is it though with these guys, man. You don't know what you're going to be getting. He's done well in the last 3-4 games or 5 games for Arsenal, but I just hope they just got that mentality coming back in, into this game. Positive. That Porto game is not over yet. A lot of guys are like going on like the game's over. It's not over yet, so we should be going into this game with the same attitude. We need to be going into this game, this Newcastle game, with the same attitude we went into the last game against Burnley. Yeah, 3 points. We need 3 points. If we get 2, 1-0, 3-0, 5-0, it doesn't matter. Big up, man. We just need the 3 points, and I think we'll get the 3 points tomorrow. It might not be, a great game. It might not be the most exciting game, but I think we get over the line.
Bant, yeah, because earlier we're talking about Mikel Arteta. Mind you, John also laid the blame on that loss to Porto against Mikel Arteta. How do you want Mikel Arteta to set up in this game against Newcastle? Like, what are the dynamics? What are we looking at in this game? Do you think it's that kind of game that Kai Havertz should be starting up? Do you think Jorginho should be the guy we should call upon. What roles will people like Fabio Vieira have in this team right now? At least we could see Mikel Arteta doesn't trust him to come in and play against his former club in Portugal. That at least he understands a little bit of those guys, yeah? Mikel Arteta doesn't trust him enough. He's okay. He's fit to play. How do you want to see that tactical switch up with Fabio Vieira and Emile Smith-Rowe in it?
You talk about Vieira like he's like missed in the first team, man. Vieira is just one of those guys that he give you a 1 in 10 performance. I don't know what Vieira's going to bring. He hasn't got the physicality.
But again, he's all we got. We've got
Smith-Rowe as well. We've got Smith-Rowe as well.
We don't have a bench. We don't have a bench.
Yeah, but I'd rather Smith-Rowe come on than Vieira, because Vieira be falling out all over the place. Is Jesus still injured, or is he back? Is Partey still injured, or is he back?
Bro, are you asking me about Thomas Partey?
No, but Smith-Rowe is
guys in the chat. Yeah, see, Bant just asked me about Thomas Partey. See, guys, let that sink in. Yeah, guys, he just asked me about Thomas Partey. We've been on this case about Thomas Partey, yeah. Every time we keep seeing cameras capturing this guy playing,
training. Yeah.
What are you saying? This guy has been training for 2. When I was saying it, everyone in the chat was saying, "Oh, Tony and his conspiracy theories and this." That guy has been training for two months and a half. Every week they keep telling us, "Oh, it's injured, but it's coming back next week."
Yeah,
it's okay. This guy's okay. It's good to go. Why are you paying this guy so much money to just
You saw the pictures though. Recent pictures of him though. Yeah, training, smiling.
Bro, those more pictures have been there of him, man. They've taken more pictures of Thomas Partey. That guy is not injured. He's not injured. What I'm just saying right now is, to what interest? Yeah, to what interest? How does it give an interest to Arsenal Football Club in any way? What's the gain? What's the satisfaction? To see that you're paying a player, one of your highest earners in your football club, you're paying him over 200 plus, and that's what he's earning in your football club. He gets that every week, and he doesn't get to play, and it's fit to play. Like, make that make sense. And he's one of your best players. Thomas Partey is, forget he's a defensive midfielder. Thomas Partey is one of the best progressors of the ball from a defensive standpoint, encroaching towards your attacking resources. Is that guy that can carry the ball. He has a powerful left foot. He's articulate with the ball. He does several magics with the ball. He could do anything with the ball. That's Thomas Partey. Why don't you want that guy to play? What is this? What is this?
I don't know what's going on with Arteta, man. Arteta knows something that we don't.
You sound like Thomas Partey, okay, and you don't want him to play. You don't want him to play. I don't get this, man. I don't get it. It's knackering. It's knackering. Nothing about Arsenal is so easy and simple. It's knackering. Knackering. Bruv. Guys in the chat, we have to we have to be at the Emirates tomorrow. We have to beat Newcastle. Bant, man, how do you want to see us set up tomorrow?
Well, it's going to be the same 4-3-3. I want to see Odegaard, Declan, and Havertz one is just so annoying, man, because him up top, he gives that physicality. But I want to see Jorginho start tomorrow.
So Kai Havertz is our only physical player in this team.
No, I said no. I want to see Jorginho, Odegaard, and Declan Rice in midfield, and Trossard, Saka, and Martinelli up top. So I don't want to see Havertz starting tomorrow. I think we should just go with that team, same back four, with Kiwi in the back, Saliba, Ben White.
But again, you remember that when Jorginho played in that last matchup here, he was bullied in the middle of the park. Some young player hit him on the head so hard and shrugged him aside. Yeah, I even kicked, had one or two boots.
Yeah.
Did a job on Jorginho. So let's not act to say, guys, let's not act as if Jorginho is a bully in Broad Street. Yeah,
it's true.
Come on, bro. Let's chop that up. Let's not act as
it's
if
true. No, you're right. Some physical beast.
So what happened to him? What happened to him, man?
No, but he can do the dark arts, though. He can do the.
Someone hit him with the conga strike, and he fell to the floor, and he was just cramped on the floor for like 2-3 minutes.
Yeah, I think it's Bruno. He should have got.
I think Bruno hit him with a conga slap. On the head.
Yeah.
And and I think he passed out for like 2 minutes. See, guys. So that's what I'm saying. Should we be starting with Kai Havertz? At least we do know that Kai Havertz have a fight in it, in a way. He knows how to wrestle with this, with these strong players. I'm not saying he's the strongest, but he's one of those players that can actually, kick, push and do all this stuff. Apart from that, all other Arsenal players are nice. All the Arsenal players are nice. They have a touch of nice in them. I'm not saying being nice it's a problem, but they have this problem of being nice when the opposing players are brutes and are pure bullies, straight out bullies. Because Bruno Mahrez is a straight out bully. He's coming to bully Arsenal players. He's not coming to sing Never Walk Alone or to come and sing Arsenal Forever at the Emirates. He's coming to hit 1 or 2 of our players with a conga slap. So, in the grand scheme of things, man, we do need to choke that midfield up with some certain kind of physical players. Declan Rice, yeah, okay, good. He might be a physical player, but it's not just enough. We might need someone like Kai Havertz yet again. I'm sorry I'm saying this, man, but I don't really see Jorginho as that guy that would fight.
Yeah, Emmy put a nice comment saying that, Emmy put a nice comment, saying that he's a good passer of the ball, but we're going to need some physicality as well. So it's one or the other. I don't know. We'll have to see the matchup tomorrow. I really don't know. Man, these guys make me tired.
Who starts up front for you?
I think Trossard starts again, even though he was poor. I think he starts again. Jesus can't just come into the team just like that. So it's going to have to be Trossard. Look, because we haven't bought a striker yet. Look how bare bones we are. That's the one player we didn't invest in, yeah? And you're asking me that question. I should be saying, we know who's starting up top. Tony, because you don't get injured. Tony's up top. We'll be confident now, innit? We'll be confident. But now you're asking who's starting up top. Jesus, where is he?
No. We have to ask that question because if we have to switch things up, maybe keep Martinelli on the bench, because see, I'm not okay with even Martinelli starting all these games, all the time. Sometimes we might have to keep Martinelli on the bench, switch things up a little bit, put Trossard on the left-hand side.
On the front? Who are you bringing up front? Your boy Nketiah, yeah? Because that's the only other option.
No. Actually, haven't we been using Kai Havertz? We might have to use him again.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have a choice. We don't have a choice. Because Martinelli is putting out stinkers. Martinelli is putting out stinkers. I don't know what's wrong with Martinelli this season, and I'm thinking it's something that has to do with his mentality. Yeah, I think something is wrong. Is it that he's going through something that we don't know, or something is going on? I don't know. because it's not putting up performances, is it?
Yeah, I don't know what's going. Yeah, usually he,
right?
usually he snaps out of it. Yeah, usually he snaps out of it, but this time, I wouldn't be surprised, if there's going to be links to him in the summer. You know, someone's,
in the summer. Come on,
his
man.
head's gone.
There's already links to him going to FC Barcelona. Haven't you heard the links?
There you go. There you go. So maybe he's unsettled at the moment. Maybe he's not enjoying his time at Arsenal. Who knows? They're big upsets. Who knows what's going on with Martinelli? But it's not normal, is it? It's not normal. He makes that left side his own, and it's just like, if you bring in competition for him, then his game goes down. If you let him play all the time, then his game goes down. Do you know what, man? Do we need to play this guy up front? Do we need to play him up front?
Who?
Martinelli. Yeah. Look at Hendon. Look at Hendon Gunners. Look at Hendon Gunners' comment. Look at Hendon Gunners' comment.
That stinker against the FC Porto, like, to just tell the same players, and use the same 11 with no changes and say, hey, just go and play in this game against Newcastle. It makes utterly no sense. There has to be some tweak. We have to tweak it up a little bit. We can't just send the same players that lost against Porto and tuck them in against Newcastle. We have to tweak it up a little bit.
Let me ask you a question, though. Let me ask you.
Wait, see, Bantia, they play the same way that FC Porto plays. They're going to generally truncate the way we play. The fluidity is going to be broken. The progressive play is going to get truncated. That's what they do. We played the whooping just minutes in that game against FC Porto. In the whole of 90 minutes, that ball was in play for just 50 minutes. That's the same thing that Newcastle did in the earlier fixture, and that's what they might actually want to do. Come tomorrow, we have to face this thing squarely, Band. Yeah, you want to say something?
Let me ask you a question. I want to ask you a question. If I told you, play on the left wing today, play false 9 next week, play on the right next week, how would you feel, man? How would you feel?
For who to play a false 9?
No, I'm just saying, if you was a front player or a forward player and I said, play on the left this week, play false 9. No, actually play on the right this week. You want to play in your position, don't you? Yeah?
Yeah, you always, of course, as a player, you always want to play your own
position. I think Martinelli wants to play up front because he's looking at Havertz, and he's thinking, how's Havertz ahead of me playing up front? Yeah? Martinelli's a better finisher than Havertz, 100%. Yeah? And Havertz has just come into this team and he's upset the balance. He's gonna have he at some point, yes, he has played well, because he's been playing so many games. But for me, he's upset the balance of the team, man. I don't think he has improved us. I don't think he has. Yeah, there's been some games where we've done very well, but I just don't think he's improved us. I think he's just made it difficult for other players. Yeah, other players just don't gel with him. He's not very good link-up player. He's not very good in the air. Yeah, against Burnley he done well, but that's against Burnley. Against Liverpool, okay, he done well. But where was he against Porto? Where was he in the West Ham game? So I just think we just need to I don't know, man. And it's getting really horrible thinking that our rotation is like Trossard either plays false 9 or plays left. Are we going to drop Trossard now because of that Porto game? Do you think he needs to be dropped because of the Porto game? Because that's the thing what Arteta does, isn't it?
No, I don't think Trossard should be dropped. Guys, what do you think? Guys in the chat, what do you think? Because Bands just brings out something very important. Do you think we should be dropping? Do you think we should be dropping Trossard in that game against Newcastle? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think it's fair to just drop him off like that, because he has scored against Liverpool, scored against West Ham, scored against Burnley. So I don't think we should just throw him away. Let's see if we can put him up front. And the problem I have with putting Kai Havertz in the middle of the park, we might have to use Kai Havertz in left centre mid tomorrow, because we need steel in the middle of the park. And which other players are still in the Emmitt Smith Road doesn't?
Yeah, it's a tricky one tomorrow. It's a tricky game tomorrow, isn't it? Because if you get that balance wrong,
we might just have to use him in left centre mid. We might just have to use him in left centre mid, and then put Trossard up front. But if Gabriel Jesus comes back tomorrow, he might be the one going up front. I see that happening. So, all right, man. So, what do you think will be the key areas we should be looking up for tomorrow against Newcastle?
It's going to be midfield, man. It's going to be who wins the midfield, isn't it? I always say that whoever wins the midfield or whoever controls the midfield will control the game. And we need to be winning those duels. We need to be winning those 50-50s in the midfield to advance our team up the pitch. If we can't win those, then Newcastle are gonna get at us. Doesn't matter how much possession we have, because it's always about possession with Arsenal. Arsenal had 70 possession and still go and lose a game. Yeah, we need to really grind this game out. It needs to be a grind out. It doesn't have to be pretty football. It needs to be a grind out. It needs to be a battle, like against Liverpool. It needs to be a proper battle.
Yeah, definitely. Who is playing against City this weekend?
Let's have a look.
Let's have a look who's playing this weekend against City. Oh my days, Bournemouth.
They've got easy game, yeah? Easy games.
Oh my God, it's another easy game. It's another game they would stroll into. What do you think about that game, man? Bournemouth is at home, actually.
They're losing that, man. They're losing that. Yeah, City are winning that. I think 3-1. I think, actually, I don't even think
City are winning that, yeah. Dominic Solanke and the likes of them.
Yeah, they ain't doing nothing tomorrow. 3-0. City are in their zone now. 3-0.
Yeah.
So we have to win. Right? The pressure's going to be us. Because you imagine Arsenal going to be watching. Arsenal players are going to be watching that game, aren't they?
Yeah. So the pressure. Oh my God. Yeah. Exactly. If City wins that, the pressure will be on us, man.
So much factors and.
Oh my days. The pressure will be on Arsenal.
Yeah, City will go 1 point. If we win, though, we go 1 point behind City. And if City win, if City win.
Aston Villa will be at Villa Park to Nottingham Forest. What do you think?
Aston Villa. Oof. That's not an easy game for Aston Villa, That's not an easy game. I think Villa will beat Forest because Forest have lost their last 2 games, haven't they? Or have they? Forest lost their last game, didn't they?
Forest have been losing, man. They've been on a losing streak.
Yeah, they've been losing streak. So I think Villa
Yeti will be having a watch along tomorrow. Support Yeti. Yeti's our guy too. Yeti has not been feeling fine for some weeks, but now he's back and he's doing streams again. Yeti's our guy. We love him. So, guys, go show Yeti some love tomorrow on his watch along with Aston Villa. I'm very sure he should be doing that watch along tomorrow. Longhead Yeti in the cave. Crystal Palace will be playing Burnley. What do you think in that matchup?
That's battle of the. I think Palace will win that. Yeah, I think Palace will win. Yeah, Palace will win that one. They've got a new manager. Palace
Palace
got a new manager.
Palace at home. Palace at home.
Yeah, and they've got a new manager as well, so I can see the new manager bounce.
Yeah. So there might be this manager bounce at the end of it. Yeah. Exactly. Shout out to Malia. Tomicio Sabia is down here. Big up Tomicio Sabia. He says 2-1 to the Arsenal. Hendon Gunner is also down here. E. Ross is down here. Says Ellie Doors when Paqueta coming back. Hendon Gunner says, yeah, Malia take 41 years old Pepe out of Porto's team, and they're a younger side by comparison to Arsenal's. Yeah, exactly. It's just only Porto's Pepe. If you remove Pepe from that team, you know they have a young side. So let's not allow Pepe being 40 years. Actually, right now he's 40. He's not 41 yet. He's 40 now. On Monday, he'll be 41. So that's how it goes. Brighton, Everton.
Brighton, Everton.
What about Brighton, Everton?
I think.
Oh, wait. Before we go into that, look at what Pinto Horo says. Peter Horo. He says Saka is tired from carrying this team for the last 2 years. What do you think? Shout out to Pinto. Horo. Big up to you. What do you think, man?
Yeah.
I think it is.
The thing is with Saka as well is that, and we've seen Arteta taking him off recently, but I think the damage has been done with Saka. Already. Yeah, you've mentally destroyed that kid, man. He plays like literally every single game. All right, you've been giving him a little bit of breathing space over the last few games, but you can't rely on Saka to win anything, man. Seriously, we cannot rely on this guy. And Saka does his job. Saka's done well up to now, but we just need to bring in better players for Saka. Yeah, why can't we do that? Why can't we bring better players to support Saka instead of running him down into the ground? Because sooner or later, when we don't, if we're not winning nothing at the moment, and players' heads get turned. Players want to win trophies, so we need to be careful with this guy. We need to keep those jewels.
Yeah, keep those. Yeah, exactly. Hendon Gunner says, Rosie, sadly, Saka is overrated. And if anything, he has regressed. He's not getting the coaching to take him onto the next level. He may have to leave to go to a club with a better manager. And then Gunner is, bro, you see, we can't just keep,
Can I argue this? Can I argue that? No, so can I argue? I need to argue this.
We'll have to keep pushing them away, man. Some of these comments, man.
Sorry, Hendon,
Gunner, man.
Sorry, Hendon, yeah.
What do you think, man?
No, because you're saying he's overrated, but in the second part of the statement, you're saying he may need to go to a club.
Yeah, because so if
he was at no. If he was at City,
some of our fan base don't say he's world class. I've heard some of our fan base say it's world class.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. I'm not arguing about the world class thing.
Okay.
If he was playing at City,
I'm just saying maybe that's where he's coming from. Maybe that's where he's coming from.
But what I'm saying, if he was playing at City right now, and I know City have got better players, he'd be cooking right now. And no one be saying he's overrated. I don't think Saka is overrated. I think Saka is a very good player. I'm not saying he's world class. Yeah, he's probably like two. You've got Pedro Neto, you've got Salah, and you've got Saka. The best three right wingers in the Premier League. So I don't think he's overrated. I just think he's in a team with not good enough players, So put him in a team, put him in a Liverpool team, put him in a City, and this guy will be cooking. So what? I don't think he's overrated, but I think I do agree with you where our fans do actually overrate him, but I
Our
don't
fans
think
say he's world class, and trust me, man.
Yeah, I don't get all
like,
of that.
You
I don't
know
agree
it's
with
not.
all of that.
You know it's not like that. You know it's not like that. Come on, man.
Yeah.
He has to win. He has to win trophies. Yeah, he has to have a haul. A Foden is a world class player.
But why? But have you noticed? No, I don't think he is. Let me ask you something. Yeah.
Wait. You don't think Foden is a world class player?
No, I don't think he's a world class player. I think he's a very good player. I don't think he's world class yet.
He has every trapping to be a world class player.
Yeah, that's
I
what.
think
Listen,
class player because
how much influence has he? Yeah, how much influence did he have in that? How much influence in that team did he have within those trophies of winning them trophies in that club? Has he done us? Has he played how many minutes of Saka has?
Not really. But again, he got a couple of goals for them last season. You know,
a couple of goals, yeah.
Got a couple of winners for them. You know, about no. It was part and parcel of that Man City team that won the treble
against Chelsea.
Last season.
Against Chelsea, yeah, but against Chelsea, he didn't look like nothing against Chelsea. He looked rubbish against Chelsea.
No, but those are individual games. Now you're talking of individual games. Now.
But this is what I'm saying. When Saka,
I'm talking of
but this is what I'm saying. Yeah, but he plays for like a world class team. Come on, anyone's gonna look good in that team. Come on, anyone's gonna look good except for what's the midfielder? What's his name? Calvin
Phillips never looked good in the team.
Everyone's gonna but everyone's gonna look good in that team. I'm not saying he's not a very good player. I think he's a very, very good player, yeah. But sorry, when it comes to on the right hand side,
so you don't think he walks into it? So wait, he doesn't walk into the Arsenal team. Does he walk into the Arsenal team? Does Foden walk into the Arsenal team?
On what in terms of like on the right hand side? No, I'm asking.
Bro, in terms of does he walk into the Arsenal team? Does Foden walk into the Arsenal team? No, I'm talking of Foden here.
No, but ahead of who?
I don't know. Does he walk into the Arsenal team? I don't know. Does he walk into the Arsenal team? That's all I ask. I'm not asking about which player is going to bench or who. Does he walk into the Arsenal team?
Do you know what? If
mind you, this is a team that Kai Havertz is starting.
But that's a very good question because if he goes into the team, it's going to be ahead of Odegaard. Mm-hmm. Now, when Odegaard's on his game, when Odegaard is on his top of his game, he's unplayable. So I don't know if Foden gets in ahead of Odegaard when he's on his game, when he's on top of his game. I don't think he does. Personally, I don't. I'm not saying Foden is a very good player. I don't think he gets ahead of Odegaard, man. No. Not when Odegaard's on his game, no way does Foden get ahead of him. I can see City coming in for Odegaard. When Kevin De Bruyne is finished, City will be coming for Odegaard from Arsenal. So that tells you a lot about how good Odegaard is.
Yeah.
So I don't think he gets ahead. Sorry.
Okay. Fair enough. I hear you, bro. We'll soon be ending the show. Rosie, check out Rosie's channel. Yeah, she says, check out my channel description for lots of recommended football channels. Yeah, Rosie, I've subscribed to your channel already. Hopefully other people will subscribe to your channel too. Big ups to you. Drew Gunners Gaming says, Partey has threatened to realize photos of Arteta in the shower, which is why he's not playing. Oh, what? Okay, we're going to the next game. Manchester United.
Man United Man United win that game. It's at home, isn't it?
It's at home, but hey, man, bro, don't throw that too easily, bro. Don't throw that too easily.
Listen, let me
it's at Old Trafford. They've lost Luke Shaw and Rasmus is injured. It will be out for 2 to 3 weeks.
Oh,
that's what I told you. Okay. Let me check that in just before you commit yourself. Band, you see why?
Right.
Just before you commit yourself, I wanted to chip that in because you will make setting decrees
I
right
forgot
now.
about him.
But they don't have Rasmus Højlund.
Who comes in for Rasmus then if he's injured? Who's his replacement up top?
I don't know. Probably maybe Martial. That's if
Martial.
Okay. Martial, yeah, number 9. Or maybe
I thought that guy's got missing, man.
No, man.
That could be a draw.
Man United have some depth players, yeah.
I could see that as a draw, maybe a draw 2-2 or something.
Yeah, without Rasmus, yeah, it's gonna be
difficult.
It's gonna be a drab game. Yeah. Okay, and let's see Sunday's games.
You've got Chelsea and Liverpool as well in the cup final. Carabao.
On Sunday, we'll come to that. Let's just finish this Premiership one. Wolves against Sheffield United.
Wolves all day. Wolves are beating Sheffield United, man. Sheffield United
but Wolves are beginning to look, bro, man. Wolves are beginning to look extremely good, yeah.
Yeah. Cooked Spurs the other day. So Sheffield United, man. Sheffield United got beat. Sheffield United got beat 5-0 the other day, didn't they? Who beat them 5-0?
Yes.
They got
pounding, man.
They're just getting pounded. So Wolves 3-0 to Wolves. 3-0 to Wolves.
3-0 to Wolves, man. So, but bro, what do you think about this striker Cunha?
He's injured, isn't he? He's out for the season.
No. I think he's okay.
The Wolves forward. No, he's out. He's out for the whole season.
Yeah,
he's out.
Do you rate him in any way? Do you rate him?
Yeah, he's a very good player, but he's injury prone. He's too injury prone, but he's a very good player. Always injured though, and that's not.
It's cool, right? Shout out to Taib Hussein. Big up to you, my brother, man. Salam alaikum. How you doing, man? Says you're welcome, Rosie. Yeah, big up to you, Taib. Thanks for dropping by, Taib. Taib, what's your predictions for tomorrow, man? We have to beat Newcastle tomorrow, brother. We have to beat them, man. Okay. What do you think I will be with, guys? Yeah, I will be with Wolfie, our friend and brother, Wolfie, Wolfang Division. We'll be with him. Probably maybe Bant will be there, definitely. That I don't know, but Bant should be there for that.
Probably. No, I want to be smirking. I want to be smirking. If they lose, I'm going to be smirking. Did you see the smirk the other day against Porto?
See, guys in the chat or whoever hears this, yeah. Just imagine if Chelsea wins a trophy this season and go to Europe regardless. Yeah, because if they win this Carabao Cup, it takes them to Europe. So if they go to Europe and win a trophy and Arsenal goes out of the Champions League and just gets top 4, who has a better season?
I hope you're not asking me. Ask the chat that. I'm not even answering that.
I'm asking you. No, man, bro. No, you had a big bully here. You had a bully here, man. So let's see the bully.
Nah, I think they need to meet. It
was nice to see you pause a little bit, man.
I don't know, man. I think they need to win 2 cups, man. But winning a trophy,
Chelsea,
man. If
they win this game, if they win it on Sunday,
it's a better season than Arsenal. It's a better season than Arsenal. Yeah.
Automatically, it takes them to Europe. Conference League, either way.
It's a trophy,
Europe, right?
You put
the
cabinet. Yeah. So it's a better season. So we get a second?
Will it be better than Arsenal? Because definitely we're gonna be. I'm not sure we have what it takes to win the league. So if we don't win the league and we get top 4, and the Chelsea get Europe via a Carabao Cup and they win the Carabao Cup final, is it a better season?
It's a better season, man. It's definitely a better season. So yeah, trophies, man.
Hendon gonna say, Jay says Chelsea will have had a better season as trophies matter. Trophies matter. Also, they get into European Conference League. Yeah, exactly. Exactly that what I was saying. I really do think that it will be a better season. But just imagine what they will be saying. Yeah, just imagine what they will be saying. Mostly after Arsenal doesn't win a trophy this season. Imagine what Chelsea fans would say. Imagine what they would do. Just imagine Wolfie, yeah, coming on streams. Oh my God, looking like a tough guy. Yeah.
Yeah, oh man. Doing his Eddie Murphy impression. Guy's gonna get on my nerves, bro. I'm telling
no,
you.
Wolfie, just
He'll get on my
Wolfie
nerves,
buying
man.
trophy this season. Oh my days. Oh my days. It's gonna be oh oh no, it's gonna be knackering, man. It's gonna be knackering. See ya, guys. It's nice that you guys came around here to show us some love today. Yeah, big up to everyone in the charts. Big up to Ty Basin, Hendon Guna, everyone who came out here, Drew Gunners. Shout out to my regular community, DJ Crane, Carl Rossi, Mama Flossie, Yeti, Jezza, all these people, Wolfgang Division, Keeping It Real, Chelsea, all these guys, yeah, Amy Baba, big ups to these guys, yeah. And of course, my moderator, mostly when Mama Flossie isn't around, Rosie, big ups to you. Thanks for moderating today quite well. God bless you. Yeah, and see, bro, come to the end of the show. So what's your final prediction for the matchup before we go?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a 2-0 to Arsenal. 2-0, Arsenal 2, Newcastle
2-0 to Arsenal. Okay.
Yeah. I think our defense will be too good tomorrow. I don't think Newcastle will have enough in the tank for us. So I think 2-0 Arsenal.
2-0 Arsenal. I'm going for 2-1 Arsenal. I think to be a conservative win. I really hope that Mikel Arteta will talk some sense into the boys and get them, to be mentally prepared for this game tomorrow. It's a big one. It's a big one. Big one. So let's go for that. Catch me, Bant will be here by the grace of God. Wolfie will be down here. For that watch along tomorrow. Hot Foz will be down here with us. He'll be joining us tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay.
That'll be good to have.
I don't mind him though. He's not bad. Yeah, he's not too bad.
He's not bad. He's Fuzzy. And I had a show with him the other day. Fuzzy's a great guy. He's a great guy. So I'll be having them. So come join us tomorrow for that Newcastle Arsenal matchup. To be nice for you guys to come catch us up. Bant, man, tell us what you have coming up, man.
Yeah, man. Hour and 10 minutes from now, I'll be doing my Friday link-up show. Make sure you all pop over to there. Going to be doing a little bit of moaning, as always. A bit of smiling as well. And man, I'm just going to do our show and pop over, man. Got any questions, let me know. And I can talk about those questions in the Friday link-up show. So 1 hour from now on, come and link us, man.
Go and join Football Band on his channel. 1 hour from now for his show, and show him some love, because Football Band is part and parcel of my channel. He's always here for the watch alongs. He's always here supporting me. We have a show together down here, so show a brother some love, and go cheer him up, and go rave his show up, and smash the like button when you're down there, and subscribe to the channel also. So
make sure you put in some comments after this video.
Wolfgang will be having a watch along on Sunday. Join me. I'll be down there with him and some other usual suspect down there. Bant will also be there with him. So come join Wolfgang, our brother, on that stream on Sunday. You know, so we'll be there. Yeti should be having a stream tomorrow. With I think alone. He should be doing it alone. He wants to do some certain streams alone. So go join Yeti. You know, tomorrow for his watch along. Important game for him too. So you know, go support this channel here, guys. Go support them. They're part of the community, and you know, we want to keep our community as you know, as amazing as ever and peaceful as ever. Jez should be having some upcoming shows. I think Jez has a show this evening or so. So go show Jez some love too on his channel too. So yeah, Bant, you want to say something?
No. I'm done, man. I'm done.
Yeah, done. See ya from me and Bant. Yeah.